Morning, colleagues. Welcome to our Friday 5 in 5. The first thing I'm going to talk to you about today is CPL are on Instagram. So if you're an Instagram user, Cindy sent me this little QR code. So get your phone out now and point it at this QR code, and then you can follow at Pattern CPL. So all of the events, photographs and things like this that are ongoing, it will be on that Instagram account. Okay, I'm going to talk a little bit today about memory and a little bit of an activity using a bit of technology to help our students when they have to learn things. I'm just going to get my pen out here because I want to draw on this diagram. So let's say we have an activity, and the activity is for the students to be able to label the parts of a cell. Now, how would I sort of like start to do that? Well, probably the first thing I would do is think about, okay, let's try and get an activity that focuses on the sensory memory sort of side of things to get the attention. And the best way I think to do these things also is with some form of collaboration and make it a game. So what I would do is I would put diagrams like this somewhere in the classroom, just one diagram, and get the students to actually form a team and then run over to that diagram and in turn, and then find a piece of information and then come back to their station where everyone else is sitting, and they have a blank version of that diagram like this, and they have to label it. And so each in turn has to do it, and then the winner is the one that successfully labeled it. That's the first time I would do it. The second time I would do it as part of a rehearsal, so that we are taking things from the short-term memory to the long-term memory via retrieval. I would actually just have the words on a diagram, and I would ask them to come back to their station and then label those words on the diagram itself. So I'm decomposing or deconstructing the diagram every single time. Eventually, I would have no diagram at all, and I would ask the group to draw it on a blank piece of paper. And finally, it would be on an individual basis, and that would be part of a rehearsal and retrieval practice over a period of time. Spaced retrieval, spaced rehearsal. Now, how do I get these sort of like labels off there? Well, if you drop it into OneNote, you can right click on the image and it says copy text from picture. And so it will go off and recognize the text, and I can Control V and paste the text. Okay, you may have to tidy this up a little bit, but you can see here I've got that O there, but it's gone off and got that text. And I would use that text then as part of that retrieval practice. I would also then use that text, and I'd think about different ways I can play around with it. One of the things that you can do is you can use this amazing online puzzle creator, free from Discovery. So let's say if I wanted to do a word search puzzle, I would collect it into that, and then I'd put my title in, away I go, and things like this, and then I can paste in those words directly that I've copied from there, and I create my word puzzle. It doesn't have to be a word puzzle, it could be hangman, all of these different things, just to get students to be practicing using the vocabulary with each other. You can also use AI. AI has got, there's a feature called Conquer. You can sign in using your Google account. It's free, and you can create quizzes, and then you can copy those quizzes, copy the URL directly into a Google quiz or a Microsoft form, and away you go. So for example, I could use my source material here, look, and I've got some text. If I typed in those words, it will go off. It says 100 words, but I haven't got 100 words in there, but it will go off and write a quiz for you using a bit of AI. Okay, that was a lot in there. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.